Hey guys, so this is my third full day on my solo camping meditation retreat. Um, did about like 7 hours of meditating today in all various forms. Um, some key things. Um, I did a couple sits with meals because I just kind of noticed that I'm constantly rushing through them usually, and it seems like most people are. And I'm not really present. Like, I try to be, but just notice that the mind loves to analyze and um, just go into all sorts of stories while you eat. And it's always rushed because you want to eat quickly. But what I noticed while sitting, just I was just observing the whole process of it, and I just noticed that eating is a happening. It's not even like you're controlling it. It just happens, but you can be aware of it. You can, and the more you become aware of it, you can be in the present moment and observe it all. And it's kind of powerful if you can kind of slow down to just observe the whole process of it, because then you can see that you're not really in control. You're just kind of watching the things, but eating is just kind of happening. You're not doing it. Just like everything else, you're not doing anything. Things are just happening in the present moment. But because we've labeled things as myself, like this body and mind, now we believe that we're doing this stuff. But if you observe, all is just happening in the present, and you can just be aware of them. But if you're stuck in your mind, you just kind of always think you're doing all this stuff and so on. But it's super powerful if you can slow down your eating, anyways. So that's one thing I learned from that. And then at the end, I just sat and meditated after eating. And this funny thing kind of came into my experience. Is just like this word surrender kept coming up. And for some urge, there was an urge to get naked. And I was meditating in like this dune above my campground. So like it links to the forest, so no one's really there, so it's kind of secluded. So I was just like kind of scared to do it because it's just weird a little bit, but just like, okay, whatever, I'll just do this. So for like 10 minutes, just like decided to do it. And afterwards, just kind of like contemplated this and started laughing a lot because it's kind of funny that we're scared to just get naked, even, right? Because as adults, we get this fear, but as kids, it's like kids can barely keep their clothes on. You kind of force them to. But so this kind of like breaking these little barriers, like this kind of silly one of just getting naked random times, can kind of like teach you a little lesson and break past that. And it's kind of funny and freeing, liberating. So try that out. It's not in the city probably because you might get arrested, but if you're doing a meditation retreat, it's a cool actually experience. And then later, other things that I did, another cool thing was like I decided to at night just recently go to in the forest at night because it's kind of like scary for me too. So today was kind of like a fear day, breaking out of fear, and decided to just walk in the woods at night towards the dunes because the mind like loves to come up with like all sorts of scary scenarios and tactics to keep you from doing these types of things. But just observed it and got back to the present moment and just decided to go, no matter even if it was scary, just by being present in each step. And it wasn't really that scary. Although one thing that the mind could have warned me is like it's kind of hard to aim towards the direction you want to go to at night. Even though I went like 10 times probably to the dunes at night, it was kind of like way different because you're not really sure where you're going. And eventually I got kind of close probably. I'm like, I don't know, I'll turn around, but and try to head back. And as soon as that happened, like the mind again started coming into play, because it starts getting like, oh, what if you're lost? What if you can't find your campground and things like that? I stayed present and just stayed calm and just kept walking in the direction that I thought was right, and then eventually got there. But there was no like scary things, like the trees were kind of weird and stuff at night. It's a whole different perspective than during the day. But this is the type of stuff that like really gets you to question the mind and like break out of your like fears. And because the mind loves using these kind of, keeping you in these kind of traps, right? So try to go towards your fears, whatever you're scared of. Try to test it at least, even if it's scary. So that's kind of like the main lesson I learned in this day. Did a bunch of other sits, got present, calm, connected, but like the main things was that kind of stuff. So anyways, this is day 3, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.